over 12% to slightly more than 13%. Four Midwestern universities, including the University of North Dakota, formed a space-oriented academic and research alliance designed to allure the U.S. Space Command headquarters to Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska. The partnership includes the University of North Dakota, Kansas State University, Nebraska, and Purdue. It would develop new degree and research programs. Offutt is among the 6 finalists to become the headquarters. Fargo-Moorhead will turn mostly cloudy overnight, and we expect winds to continue to subside, southeast at 5 to 16 or so overnight. Wind picking up out of the south-southeast tomorrow, though, bringing in some warmer air, 15 to 35 those winds. Partly to mostly cloudy tomorrow, and again windy, high of 40. Late tomorrow night, then, a winter storm watch goes into effect, becoming windy late tomorrow night, a chance of light snow, overnight low about 11. Wednesday, still windy. The winter storm watch continues through Wednesday afternoon. Snow with some blowing snow then Wednesday. Morning low, or morning high, that is, about 11, and that likely be our high for the day. Then Thursday, partly sunny, only 0. Christmas Day, partly sunny, the high 20. Fargo-Moorhead, we have some sunshine. It's 27. Paul Juergens, News Radio, KFGO.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs.
The Mighty 790 KFGO. I tell you what, it's Polly's dancing, along with all these great Christmas songs that make life worth living.
Absolutely.
KFGO time coming up on 4:13 this afternoon. That is the lovely and talented Casey Musgrave's version of Let It Snow. And with that forecast we just heard, with a winter storm watch going into effect tomorrow evening, boy, this is a very timely interview. We're talking with the Minnesota State Department of Transportation because they're having a Name a Snowplow contest, and I just thought it was the coolest idea, and apparently so do a lot of people across Minnesota and across the nation. Let's talk to the communications director of the Minnesota Department of Transportation and find out how the Name the Snowplow contest is going. His name is Mr. Jake Losch, and he joins us from St. Paul this afternoon. Hi, Jake.
Hey, Dan, great to be with you. Thanks.
It's absolutely our pleasure, Jake. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, first thing I want to do is go to a listener because he's got a submission he wants to make, and then we'll get to how you make a submission for the Name the Snowplow contest. John is on the line. John, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. You guys are ignoring the most famous Minnesotan of all time.
Okay, go ahead.
Prince.
Who?
Prince.
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 You gotta have at least one snowplow named for Prince.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, we were just, you know what, though, John? We were just talking about that before we took the break. That was one of Polly's ideas, too. And not only should there be a snowplow named Prince, but Jake Losch is communications director with MnDOT. Jake, is there going to be any say in getting a paint job? So if you had, because you've got to have a purple snowplow, right? Don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, I will say we're trying to keep this as cost-effective as we can, but we have got lots of submissions for Prince references, actually. The snowplow, formerly known as Prince. Sometimes it snows in April, you know, Prince's song. There have been a lot of Prince-related submissions, so I imagine when we get to voting in February, you'll have the chance to pick your favorites out of that, too.
Well, you must have had, now we were just talking before we went on the air, Jake Losch is with the Minnesota Department of Transportation. We're talking about the Name the Snowplow contest, and we're going to tell you how you can get your nomination in, or as many as you'd like, as a matter of fact. But Jake, did you expect the explosion? Get everybody updated on how many entries you've had so far.
Yeah, so far, just as of this afternoon, we're at over 13,000 submissions for names for snowplows, which is really, honestly, blown me away. I figured people would like it, hoped people would have fun with it. We certainly got a lot of attention in advance of people asking for something like this after they saw that Scotland has their snowplows named, and I think some other states have done, you know, one or two snowplows here or there. So we decided, you know, why not have some fun, make it a lighthearted thing, give people the chance to be creative. And you know, we just launched it last Thursday, and just over the weekend, like I said, more than 13,000 names. Lots of overlaps probably or similar, but people seem to be really enjoying it, which was our hope all along.
And you're not just getting nominations from the state of Minnesota, are you?
No, we've seen them come in from all over the country, actually. You know, a lot of folks, we do ask for people to give us their name and their city. when they submit a nomination or a name, just so we can, give them credit if their name ultimately gets picked and voted for. A lot of people saying, we've seen submissions all over the state, other people from all over the country who are, a lot of them flagged for us that they are from Minnesota, but they live somewhere else and they wanted to participate. And of course, the contest is open to anybody. We don't have too many restrictions on it. People can submit multiple ideas, and you can do that right through our website, mndot.gov/name a snowplow. I will say we've seen a lot of ideas shared on social media, Facebook, Twitter as well. In order to officially be considered, we do need you to submit it through that form on the website. Otherwise, it might not get on the list. But just want to make sure people are aware of that.
We'll give that out a couple times. I've got that open up here as well. It's dot.state.mn.us/name a snowplow.
That's right. Yeah, and the short URL, you can just do mndot.gov. That works as well. Either one of those will get you there.
mndot.gov. Just keep that in mind, everybody. mndot.gov. And if you do a googly search for it, boy, it'll take you right there. So you've got some great names, nominations that you've received so far. Some of them had to have just tickled your funny bone.
Oh, they really have. I've been just starting to look through some of the lists, and there's a lot coming in for names of people that people have been real creative with. Names of people like, what do we got? Joe Plower, Kent Burbeck, Justin Moorsnow, Mary Tyler Moorsnow, Snowpro Winfreys. People have been just really, really creative. A lot of plays on, words of snow and ice, like it's snow problem, snow laughing matter, point of snow return. And then, of course, a fair amount of Minnesota-related things, too. I've seen Lake Snowbegon, Duck Duck Gray Truck, the Halloween Blizzard of '91, because no contest for Minnesota would be complete without a mention of that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to read through them, and I got to say, people are really creative.
Bud for Bud Grant might be one. Sid for Sid Hartman.
We have seen some of just like straight up just first names. Not they don't have to be a pun or creative on snow and ice. That there have been some that are just names, and I think that's fun too. And we'll we're taking nominations through January 22nd, so we're leaving it open for a while, giving folks a chance to think it up, maybe over the holidays, the new year, come up with an idea to share, and we'll collect them for about another month, and then plan to open up voting in early February for folks to pick their favorites, because ultimately it's going to be the people of Minnesota who decide, not us at MnDOT.
Well,
we want to know where folks want it to be.
And I was going to ask that very thing. Jake Losch, who's a communications director at the Minnesota Department of Transportation, joining us today about Name the Snowplow contest. And I was going to ask how you pick them. So are you going to winnow them down, or are you just going to put all of them out there for everyone to vote on them?
We will winnow them down a little bit. There are probably a fair amount of repeats. People come up with similar ideas, so we'll try and combine all of those, and of course look through and take out anything that maybe inappropriate. We are still keeping this a family-friendly contest after all. I haven't seen anything too naughty that anyone submitted, but we'll want to make sure we go through and do a little bit of quality check there. And then so in early February, once we've got the list winnowed down a little bit, we'll provide a list and ask for people to vote on them for probably about a week or so, and then we'll be excited to announce the winners.
So there's different snowplows for different sections of Minnesota. Can you explain how that works?
Yeah, absolutely. So the MnDOT, we sort of divide the state up into 8 different districts. And we decided for this first run at this, we've never done a contest like this before, didn't really know what to expect. We would name 8 to start with, so everybody in the, all the different areas of our state get some of the love and get a named plow. So we'll plan to deploy one named plow in each of our districts. And then, the possibilities are endless. This could be something we do in future years, add on to it, give people another chance to name more. We have over 800 snowplows in our fleet, so we could do this for many years if we were going to end up naming them all. It might take us a while, but that's the plan. Eight to start, one in each of our districts around the state.
Okay, and so immediately my first thought then, for going from overall Minnesota names goes to names that mean more for that section of Minnesota. Is that going to be part of the process, or would it be just solely up to popular vote?
kind of going to leave it mostly up to the vote. And what we'll try and do, if we, have a creative name that we knew was, submitted by someone in Moorhead, for example, if we can deploy that one up there, that would be fun. But it will really ultimately depend on where the votes come in and what those 8 winning names are.
All right. Well, it sounds like a ton of fun. And again, if you want to get out and vote on Name That Snowplow, name one for somebody that means something to you. It's mndot or mndot.gov, and that'll take you there eventually. You can do a Google search for the Minnesota Department of Transportation Name a Snowplow contest. There's lots of ways to get out there, but make sure your voice is heard. Any restriction on how many times you can vote?
We will probably have some kind of once a day restriction on voting, but we got to work out those logistics yet. I mean, we don't want it to be too overboard, but we want to give people the chance to have fun with it and, send us their creative ideas and then vote on what their favorites are. So
Jake,
look for more on that in early February.
We'll probably have to talk again, Jake, when we get into the new year. Who's on your committee, Jake?
It's going to be a spread across the agency. So we'll have a team of folks who work for MnDOT around the state, all just looking through them, making sure that we've captured everything, combined the names, and then it'll be up to the people to vote on.
Well, it sounds like you're opening up something that could just keep going on and on. Maybe this one's just an overall popular name. Then the next one could be by, the most popular name per section. It could be a ton of fun. There's 800 snowplows. It's hopefully just the beginning. And in the middle of the COVID, Jake, and everybody's kind of in a bum mood. We can't do the things we want to do. This is really great timing on your guys' behalf to give us something fun to do from a distance, but we can all take part in.
I appreciate that. That was really the goal. We heard from folks something like this would be fun. We figured in what's been otherwise obviously extremely challenging year, why not have a little bit of fun with it, give people an opportunity to share a laugh with their friends and family, and submit their best ideas. And it seems that's working, and that's just really heartwarming for me to see that people are enjoying it and taking it in the spirit with which it was intended.
Very good. Jake Losch, Communications Director for the Minnesota Department of Transportation, joining us today. Jake, thanks very much, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you. Thanks, Dan.
You bet. Take care. 423 at the Mighty 790 KFGO. You're listening to The Drive.
Let it snow.
Listen to KFGO on your Amazon Echo. Just tell Alexa.